Melania Trump, great to see you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
The first thing is congratulations.
I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady.
And you need to defend yourself all the time. As you may heard, I file a few lawsuits and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life. And they wrote lies, and I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation and my name.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore. She destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him. And she doesn't.
You don't know all that.
That's why I say it.
These are such vile comments, but they are exactly what the View's audience loves. It is targeted perfectly at a radically feminist, liberal audience that loves hate. Another now, this is loving and tolerant rhetoric the left uses, which they accuse the opposing side of using. And this one, those women are a danger to America. They do more than anyone else to stoke political and social tension.
Here's some news for you. The former First Lady has been noticeably absent on her husband's campaign trail, but she just made a stop on Fox News to promote her new memoir. Proudly, she's answered personal and political questions. Take a look.
American people need to decide what they really want. Maybe some, strong tweets, but everything.
Let's dive in. Melania Trump has just made headlines with a stunning legal saga that's got everyone talking. In a shocking turn of events, she allegedly secured a staggering $900 million defamation settlement against The View and co-host Sunny Hostin. This isn't just another lawsuit. It's a monumental showdown that has sent shockwaves through the media landscape. For years, Melania faced relentless attacks from various outlets, but this time she chose to take a stand. This unprecedented settlement marks one of the largest defamation payouts ever recorded. But it's not just about the money. It's about holding the media accountable. Melania's legal team argued that The View crossed the line from mere opinion into outright falsehoods aimed at damaging her reputation. And the jury agreed. This case sets a powerful precedent, sending a clear message that reckless attacks on public figures won't go unpunished. For Melania, this isn't just a personal victory. It's a bold statement to anyone who thought they could smear her name without facing consequences. But how did The View land in such hot water? Let's explore their history of unchecked attacks. The show has long operated under the impression that it was untouchable, but this lawsuit proves otherwise. Known for its fiery debates and controversial takes, critics argue that The View frequently crosses the line into slander, especially when targeting conservative figures like Melania Trump. Over the years, co-hosts like Sunny Hostin and Joy Behar have made numerous accusations against her, from claiming she despises her husband to suggesting she was a reluctant first lady who ruined the Rose Garden. These weren't just offhand remarks. They were repeated narratives that portrayed Melania as cold and opportunistic. What made matters worse was the blatant lack of accountability. The co-hosts often echoed each other's baseless claims, creating an echo chamber of misinformation disguised as opinion. This wave of unchecked attacks didn't stop with Melania Trump. Other conservative women like Kayleigh McEnany and Sarah Huckabee Sanders faced similar treatment. But this time, The View went too far, and now they're facing the consequences. It all started with one reckless comment from Sunny Hostin. She seemed to believe she could say whatever she wanted, but this time her words came with a staggering price tag. During an episode of The View, Hostin boldly claimed, without any proof, that Melania Trump despised her husband and stayed with him only for financial gain. This wasn't just a casual remark. It was delivered with a smug confidence, as though Hostin had insider knowledge of the Trump marriage. To make it worse, none of the other co-hosts challenged her. Instead, they nodded along, treating her baseless statements as fact. This wasn't just irresponsible. It was downright defamatory. Melania wasn't about to let this slide. Hostin's remarks became the centerpiece of the defamation lawsuit, with Melania's legal team arguing they were part of a broader pattern of targeted attacks aimed at destroying her reputation. The jury agreed and awarded Melania a jaw-dropping $900 million in damages, a financial blow that could cripple ABC and The View. But how did Melania go from being a target to securing one of the largest defamation settlements in history, or CAPE? Years. Melania stayed silent. Typically a private figure who avoided the media chaos surrounding her family, this time she decided she had enough. Her legal team wasted no time filing a defamation lawsuit that meticulously detailed how The View crossed the line from opinion into outright falsehoods meant to harm her reputation. And it wasn't just Sunny Hostin's comments under scrutiny. The lawsuit exposed a larger issue at play. The case revealed a troubling pattern of behavior among The View's hosts, who regularly pushed damaging narratives about conservative women while avoiding similar scrutiny of left-leaning counterparts. Melania's legal team came armed with evidence, clips of past defamatory statements, interviews where hosts doubled down on false claims, and even internal communications revealing how certain narratives were crafted specifically for ratings. This wasn't just about clearing her name, it was about holding The View accountable for years of reckless rhetoric. As the legal battle unfolded, shocking revelations about media bias emerged. This lawsuit didn't just expose The View, it unveiled an entire system of bias within mainstream media. Melania's team demonstrated how outlets like The View frequently targeted conservative figures while giving a free pass to their liberal counterparts. They showed how damaging narratives about conservative women were often repeated without evidence, creating a vicious cycle of misinformation that shaped public perception. One particularly damning piece of evidence was a leaked email from a producer, instructing hosts to amplify anti-Trump narratives during segments featuring conservative guests. This lawsuit highlighted that these attacks weren't spontaneous. They were part of a calculated strategy to boost ratings by feeding an audience hungry for controversy. For many viewers, this case confirmed long-held suspicions. Shows like The View prioritized sensationalism over truth and fairness. While Melania emerged victorious, ABC executives were left reeling. A $900 million judgment isn't just a loss, it's catastrophic. When the verdict came in favoring Melania Trump, legal analysts quickly pointed out that this is one of the largest defamation payouts in history, and it could spell doom for The View. The financial burden is massive, but the damage to ABC's reputation might be even worse. The View has long been one of ABC's flagship shows, but now it's become a liability they can't ignore. Insiders suggest executives are considering drastic measures, including the possibility of canceling the show altogether to minimize further damage. Advertisers are reportedly pulling out, unwilling to associate their brands with such a controversial program. And what about Sunny Hostin? Her career may never recover from this scandal. Once known as a voice of reason on the View, she's now become a cautionary tale. For years, Hostin positioned herself as a moral authority, holding powerful figures accountable. But now, she's the one under scrutiny, and her future on television looks bleak. Reports indicate ABC executives are furious with Hostin for putting them in this precarious situation, and they're seriously considering firing her to minimize further damage. Even if she manages to keep her job, her credibility has been shattered. How can viewers trust someone whose reckless, unfounded comments cost their network nearly $1 billion? Meanwhile, Melania Trump emerges stronger than ever. This lawsuit didn't just restore her reputation, it redefined how she's perceived. For too long, she was dismissed as merely an accessory to Donald Trump, a narrative pushed by outlets like The View. But this lawsuit shattered that perception. By standing up for herself and winning one of the largest defamation settlements in history, Melania proved she's more than critics portrayed. She's resilient, determined, and unafraid to challenge powerful institutions when they cross the line. This case isn't just about Melania, it's about holding the media accountable like never before. Her alleged $900 million victory has sent shockwaves through the industry. For years, outlets like The View operated under the assumption that they could say whatever they wanted about public figures without facing consequences. This lawsuit changes that. It sets a precedent. Reckless, agenda-driven attacks won't be tolerated when they cross into defamation. Legal analysts predict this case could inspire other public figures to take similar action against media outlets that thrive on sensationalism and slander. The message is clear: freedom of speech has limits, and when those limits are crossed, there's a price to pay. This could mark the start of a new era in media accountability, where truth and fairness take precedence over ratings and clicks. But what does this mean for The View moving forward? Let's take a closer look at its uncertain future. After decades on air, could this be the end of The View? With a $900 million judgment hanging over them, The View faces an existential crisis unlike anything they've experienced. The financial burden alone could be enough to force ABC to cancel the show, but the damage goes beyond money. The lawsuit exposed The View's toxic culture of bias and sensationalism, leaving its reputation in ruins. Advertisers are pulling out, viewers are tuning out, and even ABC executives are questioning whether the show is worth saving. Insiders reveal that discussions about canceling The View are already underway, with some suggesting a full rebrand or replacement program to salvage what's left of their audience. Can a show built on controversy and divisiveness ever truly recover? If The View goes off the air, what does that mean for other outlets that rely on similar tactics? Melania Trump's $900 million victory isn't just a personal triumph, it's a turning point for media accountability. This case has exposed the dangers of unchecked rhetoric and set a powerful precedent for public figures who refuse to be silenced by baseless attacks. As The View faces an uncertain future and ABC scrambles for damage control, one thing is clear: this lawsuit has changed the game forever. Will other media outlets learn from this moment? Or will they continue down the same path until they face their own reckoning? Only time will tell. One thing is certain: Melania Trump has proven she's not just resilient, she's unstoppable. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to this channel. More videos are coming soon. See you in the next one.